What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tricky Studios. Just doing a little work here in the studio, so I figured you guys should get a good look at the studio. I figured this was a good time. Excuse this mess. I am wearing a tie mic. And really the only way this thing works is to be on a tie, but I couldn't find any of my ties right now, so I just threw a belt around my neck, so you have to excuse me looking crazy for a second. But I'm getting the studio set up for an interview tomorrow, and it's going to be a green screen interview, so I'm just making sure everything is dialed in with the green screen and the interview table and making sure everything's working properly. So I figured while I was doing that, it'd be a good time for you guys to get a good look at the studio and see exactly what's going on here and exactly how everything is set up and how it works. So this is going to be a quick run through of looking at the studio just as it is, seeing me sit at the interview table with the green screen being live, and then seeing the green screen be chroma keyed out and adding some backgrounds. So I'm going to show you guys all of that, and then I'll probably even take you onto the computer and show you how that's edited. So this should be a pretty cool little video for you guys, and just to show you kind of how things are working here at Tricky Studios right now. So let's jump right in it. Alright, so as you can see, we have the studio set up here. This light right here was actually the light that I was just using a second ago to light myself. But it's going to go over here in front of the table, just like this one is. And you can see we have this box light or soft light there behind it. That is lighting up the green screen itself. We have two of those. Let's take a look at that. So we're going to take a look at our other soft boxes. There's one there. Our screen, which is just stapled to the wall. There's our other soft box, and then here's one of our umbrella lights, which we use to light our subjects or whoever's sitting at the table. The soft lights are used to light the screen to make sure everything's lit up evenly. And then we will bring in our other umbrella light here that I was just using a second ago to light myself. So now we have both of our umbrella lights, both of our soft box lights, and we have our interview table down here. So this is actually a black card table, or a black little fold-out table that I went and bought. And the black seems to be catching some of the green light, so I threw this white tablecloth on it, and I think that makes it look a little bit better. So I'm going to go ahead and get everything situated, get the camera situated, and we're going to see how everything looks. So this is basically what it looks like when I'm sitting here at the table with the green screen live, and you can just see that this is just exactly how the camera looks. I have the camera cropped in, so this is all it sees, so you can't see the walls or the edge of the green screen, barely see the top of my head. So when I'm live for the interview tomorrow, I'll raise that up a little bit to have us more headroom. But basically this is what it is. I have my microphone stand here, which the microphone is actually in my pocket running the tie mic, which is flipped over again, so hopefully that didn't all sound like garbage. But yeah, basically this is going to be our setup. So as you can see right now, I'm just sitting in front of the green screen. So let's go ahead and chroma key out the green screen and add us in a new studio background. So now you can see I'm sitting in the new studio. Got the chroma key background edited out. Looks like we're sitting in a new studio now, but you can see this screen right behind me is still green as well. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to run a dual chroma key. So I'm going to go ahead and chroma key out this green and put something inside of there. So let's check that out. So now you can see the full setup. We got dual green screens going, the one behind me, the one on the picture that I'm using as the background for the set that's behind us. So you can see how everything's working. This is just a test because I have an interview tomorrow for a business venture that I'm getting into. And we are doing a little test tomorrow to show our investors what we're capable of here at the studios. So this is just another test to show you guys what's going on here, how I kind of run everything. This setup is just kind of in my quote-unquote dining room. The living room was big enough that we got the dining room table in there, so I took the dining room to make the studio. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, get back into the production office / my office, and start showing you guys how all this works. So green screen test, Tricky Studios test, good to go. Alright, so here we are back in the production office. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how this works. So let's get a look at the program. We use Power Director right now to do all of our editing and processing. I'm looking to move up to Premiere Pro and After Effects, but it's expensive, so we're waiting on that. But anyway, let's get into the video editing. All right, everybody, so here we are in the video editing program, Power Director. So this is just going to be a quick little rundown of how this works. I'm not going to get too technical. I just kind of wanted you guys to have a visual of how this happens. So this right here is what we call our timeline. And as you can see on the timeline, I have a bunch of different things going on. This isn't even all of them. So we move up, we got more stuff even up here. So where we start is all these are the audio files from the microphone. All these are the different video files. This is our intro. And this is our studio background image. And these are the images that are inside of the little screen in the studio background. So basically the way this starts is we start over here with the very first clip.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Tricky Studios.
As you can see, this is this first video clip here, and then we move into the second video clip. And we have the audio and the video synced up. This is actually the audio from the microphone, not the camera. The audio from the camera has been deleted from the timeline. It would have been under here, but I synced up the audios and then deleted the audio from the camera because obviously the microphone sounds better. So once we get over the little interview, it jumps into
let's jump right in it.
Our little intro that we have made here. So there's our intro, and you can see it does have its own audio file, which is how this would have looked originally. So we jump through our intro, get back in over here. And the way the chroma key works, so we're going to get right over here into where the chroma key is.
So let's go ahead and chroma key out the green screen and add us in a new studio background.
So I have the one video clip here, and there's a split right in the middle right there, right when we start the chroma key. So you can see it's green here. I click on this one, and the green is gone, right? So the way we do that is actually pretty simple. Just come in here, double click on the clip, and you come into chroma key. So I turn that off, you see it's full chroma key. Turn it back on, it's good to go again. You just take your dropper, pick your color, and then you have your tolerances and stuff. So it's really just that simple to get the background out. You just come in, the program has its own little thing just for chroma key. That's what it looked like before I took it out. Boom, you take it out, it's good to go. And then we just, at that point, put the picture of the background in, which is just this picture here. And if I turn off the video, you can see just the picture. So there you go, you can see how that works. It's just a picture, and there's the video. And then the same thing works for when we put the video in the green screen in the picture. Because as you can see, the picture actually has a green screen built into it. So come over here, we put a split in it. We do the same thing, come in here, scroll down to chroma key, and just pick that green screen out. And now that green screen is gone. And then in place of that, we have this little social media thing. So if I take away that and this, you can see just the social media little thing, and then the other little images I put in the background. So that's kind of how that works. It's really simple, and that's what I do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little tutorial. It was actually just a test, like I said in the beginning, for me to make sure everything's working for the interview tomorrow. And I think everything's looking pretty good. So thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you on the next video. Tricky D.